Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer. And today I've got a fantastic action film lined up for us. It is Michael Winner's 1974 cult classic, Death Wish. And if you haven't seen this one yet, get on it because this is one hell of a fun Charles Bronson starring action flick. But let's get right into it. Here is Death Wish. Death Wish is a violent and ultra-sleazy revenge flick that pushes the boundaries of good taste while at the same time upping the quality of the grindhouse cinema era. Lensed with a grimy sensibility and forged with a mean-spirited attitude, this is one flick that you wouldn't want to run into in a dark and secluded alley. The film follows the life of New York City architect Paul Kersey as he mourns the death of his wife and the rape of his daughter by the hands of a handful of delinquent youths. Consumed with hate and surging with the urge to exact justice, Kersey begins to slide down a slippery slope towards revenge as he begins taking out his vengeance on the criminal minds of New York City. Labeled a vigilante by the police and praised by the good law-abiding citizens of the people of New York, Kersey takes his one-man army approach to the scum of the city, and in the most explosive and gut-wrenching of ways. Charles Bronson takes on the role of the revenge-seeking vigilante, Paul Kersey, and boy does he make this role his own. With a calm disposition and a stern ability to bring the pain, Bronson soars as the unlikely hero in a world gone to shit. He approaches the character with a soft-spoken demeanor, one that allows his gun to do the talking for him as he dishes out death to the vagrants and scumbags of the criminal world. To witness him defy the odds and continue on his vigilante killing spree is an absolute treat, and he carries the entire weight of the film on his back in the most effortless of ways. You really have to hand it to Bronson for making such a compelling character in Paul Kersey. With hardly any dialogue or emotional output, he was able to make a sympathetic everyman become a heroic sensation, and you really do root for him to continue on cleaning up the city and dodging the police in the process. Without a doubt, Charles Bronson is the main reason this film is so compelling, and his straight-faced and brutal approach to the character is a joy to see in action. Talking about action, the film is jam-packed with pulse-pounding moments and nail-biting situations, as we watch Paul Kersey go on his nightly stalking of fresh new criminals to take out. Armed with his revolver and balls of steel, Kersey's confidence begins to grow with each life he takes, almost turning the whole affair into a sort of sick and twisted game. A game that is extremely enjoyable to watch in this cinematic light that Michael Winner has produced. The body count rises in tremendous amounts as Kersey turns 70s New York City into the bloody and dangerous Wild West. What Michael Winner brings to this film is an extremely violent persona and overall vile approach to the material. Set in the grungy surroundings of 70s New York City and filled with scrupulous characters around every corner, the film really is a filthy example of the city's hideous underbelly and overall penchant for violence, mayhem, and murder. Scumbags just come out of the woodwork in this film, and production just focuses solely on these decaying aspects of the typical concrete jungle thugs and criminals. It lovingly captures the grindhouse quality to perfection, and when combined with Charles Bronson's no-nonsense vigilante character, it's like a powder keg primed to blow. There is truly nothing like this cult classic gem, and the mean-spirited nature in which Michael Winner and crew showcase this sordid tale is nothing less than spectacular. Death Wish is without a doubt a violent and fun affair. Pulling no punches in its savage delivery and almost gleefully reminiscing in its brutal look on life, the film is a product of its era as it stresses the dangers of an unchecked city overrun by crime and poverty. The vigilante aspect is a reflection of this fact, showing how pushing a good man to his limits leads to a downfall in his character and overall morals. Extremely accomplished in this effort, Death Wish mixes it up with the violence, chaos, and controversy, and a strange bit of demented class, all while entertaining to virtually no end. If you are looking for a splendid grindhouse blend of violence and good old-fashioned revenge, then look no further. Death Wish will make your wishes come true. Death Wish is a bloody vigilante epic that goes to absolute extreme. And guys, that is the fabulously sleazy and ultimately violent film Death Wish. One of Charles Bronson's absolute best. And if you haven't seen it, get on it right now because it is just hell of an entertaining ride. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that review, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, guys, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.